Hey everyone. With the Open Hearth, we are back to playing The Last Caravan by Ted Bushman. This is session 6, and we are about to enter a new region. My name is Dana, my pronouns are he, him. I am the GM, or, Skip doesn't call us the GM, but we all know what I am. Let us have a quick intro from our players and their characters. Character keeper order, as usual, left to right.
All right. I'm T, she, her, and I'm playing Mercedes Clark, also she, her, who was formerly a big animal vet.
Any highlight moments from the opening credits of this TV show that you recall from our last run?
Yeah. I think there's a shot of her piloting a drone into the face of an alien. And I don't know that this would translate well visually, but having a very awkward conversation where she is trying to uh, disassemble, lie, to get information out of someone, and it goes absolutely horribly. Um, and her holding a cup of coffee and looking very pleased and looking at this, the answer agent with big stars in her eyes, totally believing everything she's told.
Great stuff. Mark.
Hi, I'm Mark. I use he, him pronouns, and I am playing Ree, who uses she, her pronouns. Ree is the lookout for our group, a farsighted hunter and scout. And she was formerly a college student before aliens took over our world almost entirely. And I think that if we see some flashbacks from the first season, we see Ree dealing with some kind of real estate agent at a um, at an auto store, I believe, and not believing anything that he says about who he is, assuming that we're going into a big trap. And then in the battle um, of the drone, which is what it's going to be called forever, uh, I think that we see Ree with her rifle lining up a shot on some of the alien war singers or the alien war singer that we were dealing with.
Sabine use any pronouns, and I'm playing Walker, who uses he, him pronouns. I think what we see from Walker is driving in the night when everything seems pretty quiet, looking just like at the road. And then the next shot will be probably him with that giant sledgehammer hitting the alien war singer. And I think the last one might be Walker sitting at a camp, looking at this photo in his hand and looking pretty depressed, I guess. And I think we can see that there's a photo of a woman and a young girl. And maybe we also see Walker driving the car, and that was not Steve, into that giant alien's leg to good effect.
Yeah, yeah, that poor truck. She was never the same after that. Okay, amazing. Um, so yeah, I think in terms of say the lake crossing that you really need help with, it's gonna be Lake Superior. Um, but I think uh, for this opening sequence, maybe we can have you, doing uh, doing the crossing on Lake Huron in that direction. maybe this is when you figure out that you really do need help for this one. What do we think? For Walker, I guess if this is treacherous, you're probably at the wheel.
Probably,
You've
yeah.
got snow chains,
Yes.
Steve as well, able for this kind of terrain.
Yeah.
But how is it trickier than you had anticipated?
I think it's trickier because there is maybe a lot of fog, ice fog, and it's hard to figure out where to go because this is a flat place where we're going across. Plain maybe is the word. And it's hard to see where we're going. And you can't really, nobody is really comfortable stopping on the ice because it's carrying us, but do we want to stay there and light a fire and dance a jig? Maybe, probably not. So I think we need some place to get some rest, and B, we need to keep close to the shore, and figure out where the shore is. And I have no idea what Lake Superior shores are like. If they're probably not cliff-like shores, but still probably not super accessible, all of them. Or maybe they are. I don't know.
How about Ree? How do we see her at this stage in the journey?
Sorry.
For Ree, how do we see her at this stage of the journey?
I think that Ree is she's decided that since she can't see anything because of the fog, that there's no point in looking out. So she has the ukulele that she, I guess, inherited from Angie, and is she is trying to learn to play uh, the song Roxanne that people keep talking about on the ukulele. And she does so very poorly um, from the back seat.
And how annoying is this for Mercedes, who who might have the real Roxanne on her shoulder?
Uh, yeah, very. I think she has put up her hood. She's wearing a hat. She's maybe she found some like ear pods that aren't charged that she's using to try and block out the sound. And I think she's hunched over a sketch of Roxanne. Um, and is sort of like looking up and down, and the light's starting to fail, and she just sort of, in a huff, shoves it in the glove compartment, and then looks behind her to the other empty seat in the back, and sort of sighs and looks out at nothing, right? Just fog and ice. It's just white.
I think at one point Walker will say, Ree, I know you really want to learn this, but give me 5 minutes to concentrate. Okay. This is really hard.
I mean, how are you even aiming for anything? Are you just like keeping the wheels straight, or
Yes, that's what I'm doing. And I seem to remember, and I've got a compass, so I'm trying to follow that. But I need to concentrate. And
did you did you know if there's like a slight kind of variation in the steering, then you'll just go in a big circle and you won't even realize it?
yes, I'm aware of that.
What if what if we're just going in a big circle now?
I don't think we are.
Okay.
Just give me 5 minutes. You can play on after, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
How am I going to tell when 5 minutes is up?
Count.
Count time.
Yes, but in your head, please.
Okay.
Thank you. should I make a driving roll or something like that?
Let's get you to make a driving roll
Okay.
without
Um,
Ree's interference.
thank you. Yes.
Or
Do
maybe
we do?
not singing is helping, you know.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, sorry.
Um.
Before we make any
mm,
rolls, moving into a new region means you all get to advance. So that is either you fill in a new dot in a gambit, you take a new special ability, or if you were really hurt, you could erase all your harm. But I don't think anyone is in that situation.
I think Mercedes will take another dot in Talk It Out since
mm,
she's now the face. Help us all.
God help
oh yeah.
us.
Oh yeah. I think. Hmm. I think I might. Hmm. Mm-hmm. I think I will advance my harmonize with alien stuff
Yeah,
because we've got an alien with us and we've been with aliens and it's been useful to be able to do that, right?
it has indeed.
And Angie was good at that, but she's not with us anymore. So yeah.
Not harmonizing with anyone, alien or ukulele.
Hmm.
What is we can stick a dot in?
I think that I'm gonna take a be the boss because as time has gone by, and now that Angie is not with us, I know other people have be the boss as well.
Mhm.
But I think that she's feeling more assertive with a smaller group.
Mhm. This is now a committee. Okay, perfect. Sorry, Sabine. Just in case you had wanted to take your fourth dot and drive a car. Uh,
No,
but yeah,
I haven't.
uh,
I haven't.
I uh, there is a
I
dice
think
roll.
I'm good with 3 dice, I guess. And it's D6s, and I just roll and see which one is the highest, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
And I can spend heroism if I really want to, which I don't, but I could.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, let me see. I am not choosing violence right now because against the lake, that's pretty useless. Come on, guys, be nice to me today, okay? Today you can be nice. Yeah, there's a 6. Look at that.
There you go. Yeah. So why don't you describe how you are definitely not driving in a circle and how you kind of reach uh, the next kind of safe shore for your journey.
I think, as I said, I have a maybe a very cheap compass, maybe probably not from a Kinder Egg because you don't have those in the USA, but something similar. Um, and but it works, right? If you pay attention and just check yourself. And I think Walker is driving carefully. Um, I think at one point through the fog you can occasionally see, or maybe there is a signal on the ham radio that also occasionally just not really, it's not a signal where somebody's talking, but where you get a connection and you get this. And I think that's what he's following, just getting a consistent sound. And I think in the end, while the sun is, I guess, going down, you can see through the fog that there is like a boathouse maybe, and then there is a little marina and some signs that say welcome to I don't know, Newton Marina, the nicest boats north of whatever, Miami.
Yeah, outstanding. What do now that you can see a little bit out, is the boathouse marina somewhere you think you might want to take a stop? Um, Sorry, in terms of like the game loop that we're on, we're currently
Hmm.
in the travel phase, right?
Yeah.
So this is essentially your chance to do some downtime. So like scout, supply, recover, tinker, or just have a chat. Um, what do you think you want to do with this?
So, travel actions, Lilo, recover, resupply, work on a slow project, work on a vehicle. How is our supply situation? So Steve's got how much fuel are we going to use?
So you have free fuel at the moment.
Okay.
And so every time you do a detour in the following upkeep phase, you're going to burn 2 fuel.
Okay. And it's 3 detours in order to get across the
Nope.
area.
So that changes for each stage.
Okay.
I think that was the fog coast, and you take 2 detours.
Okay.
So the way out during the Erie was to rescue the remnants. No, you took 3 detours to do that, or
Yeah.
two maybe, I can't remember. And in Winterlake, your way out is to journey over the Great Lakes with the Crossers. The Crossers are like a faction that help people cross the Great Lakes, which you don't know
Okay.
yet, or maybe you got this from Langton.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, there's not necessarily any number of detours that you need to take.
Okay.
Um, but I guess finding the Crossers and I guess the usual stuff that you might want to do, which is resupply.
Right. Um, I have one harm, so I'm not worried about that, I guess. Should we, how many of these actions do we get? 3?
Yeah, so you get 3 of these bit sorry, as a group,
Yep.
and pretty much you can all most of them you can all join in to give yourself some good effect. So if you want to resupply, then kind of everyone gets to roll on that.
It-
Um, Kind of
uh,
depends on
okay.
exactly what you're doing.
Is anyone working on or want to work on a slow project?
I think the only one we had was repairing the radio, but I don't remember how far we were on it.
Yeah.
I think it's near the bottom of your sheet T. You got a couple of clocks, and one is repair the radio by kind of collecting the right power parts.
We are 1 out of 4 on it.
Yeah.
And we think we probably don't care about the radio too much now that we have a ham radio. So I think that Ree's thought is she's looking for places to resupply. Um, so maybe there is a small. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of throwing stuff out there. Maybe we find like by the lake itself, a little bit off the beaten path, a small kind of resort or something. That's a thing.
Uh, yeah, that boathouse slash marina sounds like it could have stuff, right?
Check that out then, yeah. So for Ree, this is gonna be I'm trying to remember the game here, obviously. So she has search and survey, right?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Shall I make a search and survey roll?
yeah, I think that's fair. So
Okay.
remember, you're looking for as many sixes as you can possibly roll as a group. Each six gives you 1 supply or 1 fuel, and I guess you can roll um, whatever gambit makes the most sense in the circumstance.
So everyone is going to get to roll this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And this counts as one of our actions. This everyone working together. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Here I go. Mini crit. Oh, crit.
2
Do they
sixes.
have crits?
Yes, but not in this. It's just like double the amount of stuff, right?
Awesome.
Well, tell us how amazingly Ree finds the mother lode, right?
So I'm sure this is the wrong type of I think that we find is a um there's a house adjacent to the marina that was built in the 50s. And when they built it, they were very paranoid and they built a bomb shelter. And so we find the hatch to the bomb shelter in the basement of the house. And basically, it's like the road. It's stocked with things that we need.
Um, like, how do you think, this place hasn't been discovered yet, or, it's been mostly picked clean and you find a couple of things hidden away? Like, what's the story here?
Yeah, so it was just well hidden in the basement. I think that Ree had entered the house and was checking the whole thing out. And when she went into the basement, she could see that there was melted water that had melted at some point, hit the bare basement floor and all kind of drained where this secret hatch was. So she just followed the water.
So do you want to decide what you get in terms of supply, fuel?
Should we see how many other people get successes?
Yeah, we can retcon that. Let me just take a note that you're due to.
Oh, I won't let you
Um,
forget.
Sabine, how about Walker? How are you scrounging for supplies?
I think in the usual way by looking at other vehicles, if they still got stuff in the tank.
Yep, yep.
I'm using drive because that's what I'm good at. See what happens there. Oh wow, okay. I think I find a boat actually that is still not I it doesn't have anything in the tank, but there is a canister of fuel there that we can probably use. Or maybe I'll save it. Whatever I find in the boat, I find something in the boat, and
Yeah,
then we
yeah,
can decide if I find their I don't know the catch of fish that they made that we can then use as supplies, or if I find a canister of fuel.
What can I put you on the stop to name the boat?
Oh, the boat. Yes, it's the Queen Elizabeth the third for whatever reason.
Okay.
And
Science
I think that,
fiction.
or maybe the second, right? The one that current the last one, latest one was the second. So yeah, I think this boat has a lot of paraphernalia regarding the British royal family.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Uh,
will
Fuck
bring
those guys.
I bring a waving queen with me just because I don't know. Maybe Roxanne will like it. It's solar powered.
okay.
Maybe we can exchange it for something. You never know. People are weird.
It's just what every surviving cult needs in the apocalypse, right?
Yeah.
Something,
Yeah.
something to worship.
Yeah.
Amazing. T, how about Mercy Days? What are you looking for?
Yeah. Uh, I think she was following along with Ree, and I think there's a safe in the bomb shelter, but it needs electrical, and the electrical's obviously out. Uh, and it's like shut. So I think Mercedes is going to try and see if she can like jury-rig a battery or something so that we can open the safe and see what's in there. She may or may not succeed. Let's find out. Nope. I think Ree learns that Mercedes knew some words Ree didn't know Mercedes knew.
Do you think this is cannot get it open or opens it, but there's just junk, like nothing worthwhile in there?
I think the former is more frustrating. Um, and I think it's something that it's so heavy and like it's built in. And I think several hours later, she just like throws down this battery pack and kicks it and says, whatever, it's probably just it's like, I don't know. Could have been anything in there. It's penicillin. No, don't say that, Mercedes. It's probably just like a bunch of blankets. Oh, that would have been good too.
You
Beanie
know what?
Babies. It's
Hey,
their
hey,
Beanie Babies.
hey. And then I think that Rhea's like trying to not playfully, but kind of lightly tap Mercedes' face and saying, hey, it's probably just like life insurance and money and all that shit that really doesn't matter. It's not blankets. It's not anything good. Don't worry.
Imagine, I don't know, whoever built this, they never used any of it, right? Like they were preparing for something like this and then just,
Maybe they got caught away.
yeah.
I mean, if you can't get to the shelter, then you can't use the stuff.
Good for us, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, look at this. Canned peaches. Mmm. Oh, this one's canned okra. What is okra?
You've never had okra?
No, it's like some kind of slimy root, right?
I know it's a pod. It's like I guess if cucumbers were really fucked up.
I think Walker walks in and says, you can make gumbo with it, though, which is
Meh.
nice.
Oh, it's not even pickled. Ugh. Maybe we
I
just
think
leave this here for the next person.
when Ree hears that it's like cucumbers, really fucked up cucumbers, she kind of raises her eyebrows like, okay, well, let's find out what this is like then. So she makes sure she puts that into her pocket.
Okay.
So, how are you dividing up these three into supply and fuel?
2 fuel, 1 supply.
Agreed.
Sounds good.
Okay, I've ticked all the boxes. You're in 5 for each now.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Some kind of logistical genius
Yeah.
working here.
I mean,
Um,
good pickings. And also we got this. I put the Elizabeth thing somewhere. Don't know if anybody wants that. But
Is
still
this like a
working.
cardboard cutout of Queen
No, this
Elizabeth?
is it's a little plastic figurine that works with solar and the arm is waving.
Awesome.
is it
Yeah.
so? It's like a Maneki Neko,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
something
Queen
like that,
Elizabeth.
only
Okay.
it looks like Queen Elizabeth.
Is she waving like this? I don't know if you can see that.
No, she's waving like this because the technology is not that not that fancy.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's
yeah.
made for Americans, right? They don't know how she
They
would
don't
look.
Yeah, that's
understand. They
true.
don't understand the actual royal way for it.
Yeah.
Shocking, shocking.
And
How does
also,
Roxanne react to this?
yeah, that's a good question.
I don't know. Does Roxanne hiss at this thing? This new creature invading her space, stealing her people away?
It's just a
Uh,
toy. It's just a
yeah,
toy, Roxanne.
I think she rips the
I'm not
arm
sure you
off of
should
it.
leave them in the car together. You know, Roxanne might attack.
Maybe we can
Yeah.
exchange it for something. People are weird. So,
It's true.
I mean, you picked it up for some reason.
yeah, I did pick it up. It was moving. It's still working. So, I don't know if any of you would have liked that. So,
And I think Mercedes puts it in Angie's empty seat and buckles it in.
Straps it in.
Wait, how big is this thing?
like, high. These are not huge. I mean, I've seen
Yeah.
things like that, right? So,
Yeah, it's like a kid putting their teddy bear onto a seatbelt,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
It is
Okay.
not person sized, I'm imagining.
Strap it in. It was like stand well back. Okay.
yeah, if this hits me in the head during a heartbreak, it'll be my own fault.
Yeah. So, any thoughts on what else you can do in your travel action?
I mean, we could try to use the ham radio to make contact with someone,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? That might be a project or just something to do, because I mean, I don't exactly Walker doesn't exactly know where we are, and yeah, crossing the lake might require at least some maps or directions or something.
Mhm. Yeah. So, um, let's make this a 4 segment clock.
Mhm.
Um, on a slow project, 2 travelers can work together on it. You know, together or, in tandem or whatever it is that makes sense. Um, so I guess, yeah, whoever wants to approach it and however you want to approach it, I'll leave it up to you. But maybe someone can uh, designate one of their clocks to be this, make contact, whatever that is, through the ham radio.
I guess the natural thing might be rig and repair, which I don't have. Um, but I might use harmonize with alien stuff, because that might also give us at least some ideas.
That for me
You
would
could try
suggest
to
you were reaching out to
training Roxanne.
aliens.
Yeah, I mean, Roxanne has been able to get us into contact with other people, right? So maybe that'll work. I don't know. I don't understand how that ham radio works. I can't use the button, but that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll
Um,
just try that. Cool. Well, there's a 5. Is a 5 useful?
5 is indeed useful.
Oh, cool.
Why don't you describe how this goes and how maybe Roxanne helps you out with that?
I think what I'm doing is yeah, I'm turning the little button, where you get from station to station, and I'm trying to figure out when Roxanne starts to react, at what points, and how, and then try to fine tune whatever this Roxanne, she's where she's reacting, so that we have a kind of some idea where a region where we might look of bandwidth where we might look at. Should I put that on my
Yeah, I just added it
clocks?
there
Oh,
in your
thank you. Okay,
clocks.
cool.
So a four or
5.
five is 1 tick.
Okay, but
Um,
somebody else can also try, right?
yeah, someone else should try. A 6 would add 2 ticks. A
Mm-hmm.
critical, which is more than 1 6, would add 3 ticks.
Mm-hmm.
And if both people working on it failed by rolling a 1 to 3, you would still get 1 tick. But
Oh,
that
okay.
is now
Okay.
no longer an option.
Mhm.
Who else wants to help on this?
Mercedes? T, does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I think so, because I think she's also, if we're okay with this for our third project, she is still working on uh, um, the radio. So I think she's been trying to like go through these boats and basically sort of strip them for parts and see if she can't, um, maybe she's trying to fix a radio, but maybe she could find like a um, something that will increase the receiver range or something. I am
Okay.
not a ham radio person in real life,
Okay.
so pretend that Mercedes says something smart.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So yeah, make your rig and repair roll for the ham radio.
That's a 4.
So that is another tick. What does that look like? Do you get some kind of signal enhancer, or you get an idea that the signals you're getting back that maybe you were steering on the lake earlier are getting a little bit stronger or clearer? What does that look like?
Hmm. Uh, I think as Walker is just sort of sitting here with Roxanne and flipping through channels and staring at her, she'll just walk up and hand him a much larger antenna and then leave.
Thanks, I guess, and I'm supposed to hold this now. Looks after her.
And she's going back to her own pile of radio parts. She says, "Won't work for this one."
Okay.
Uh, what, what is Ree doing during these escapades? Are you sent to like stand at the far corner with the antenna, or you doing
Yeah,
something?
I'm more than happy to do that. So maybe there's like a length of cable, and so um, I think that she's got the rifle slung over her shoulder, and she is holding up the antenna the best that she can, and kind of like walking in a perimeter around where um, Walker is kind of working on the radio.
Okay, cool. So no contact made yet, but I think you all feel like you're making some kind of progress.
Yeah, I think it gets clearer where that we are maybe a little too far out, and we either need a stronger receiver. No, not receiver. No, yeah, receiver on our side, or we need to move closer to the battery, to the station that's sending it. I think we're not at this point sending our own signal into the void, right? Or does anybody think that that would be a great idea?
That's how the aliens ended up here on our planet, right?
Yeah, yeah.
CD, Sending all those signals out into the void. I don't
For now, we'll keep silent until we have a clear idea what we're actually looking at. Okay.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm going to suggest we take a break now. We're just past the hour. Let's take 10. Okay, we are back, and we have one final. I keep wanting to say time. One final travel action available to us. What do we think?
No one else has something they're itching to do. Mercedes would love to put different sounds in this car that are not Bree's ukulele practice. So she's going to keep
Fixing the
working on
radio.
the. Mhm, mhm.
See that I didn't want to say it. This is the real benefit to the radio over the ham radio.
But
Right.
here's the problem. Guess who's going to want to try to play along with all these
Yeah.
songs?
Listen, that's a problem for future Mercedes.
Yeah.
But there is a
Bree's
volume button.
repertoire currently is 2 songs, right? With 2 chords each.
And there's also a volume button on the radio. Hopefully there will be a volume button on the radio.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that would be a cruel devil's bargain. So is everyone on board for this other slow project?
Sure.
And I think Mercedes is going to send Ree to look for specific parts.
Okay.
And is Mercedes also going to look for parts?
No, Mercedes is going to collect the parts and then put them together.
Okay, but do I have 5 minutes in the car alone with the ukulele?
I imagine you could finagle it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because when nobody's around, Walker's going to tune the ukulele. Just
to harmonize with alien stuff? You
know? No, just so I imagine by now it is pretty out of tune. Just to make more pleasing noise, not quite as disharmonic noises.
Okay, so Walker is secretly musical. Is that what we're learning?
Walker
right
knows how to play the guitar. He's just never told anyone.
Okay, wow, dark secrets. Shock horror. Okay.
He was hanging out with eco hippie kids. Come on.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess let's get a search and survey roll from Ree, and then we can get Mercedes to rig and repair.
Does the 4 count on the clock? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, so there's 1 tick on the clock.
We are halfway there. Another song that maybe
living
we
on a
will learn.
prayer.
Yeah, I think Mercedes looks up and says, "Oh, great. Where'd you find it?"
Let's there's a just down the road there a little bit, just down right around that bend. There is a I don't know what you call it. It's like a little shack. Maybe it looks like it had some fishing gear in there at one point anyway. And then this was just set down on the bench there.
I think she Go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
She opens it up and says, all right, well, these batteries are pretty corroded. Hopefully I can rig it to the car's electricity. And she's just staring at it for a moment. All right, let me do that. And it's as if you are no longer there. She is engrossed in her task. 1-6.
I mean, 1-6 is all you need to fill that clock. So remember, this is gathering the parts to repair the radio, right? Because we had done a little bit of a hack to allow you to not spend your supply. So you'd have the parts, tools, spare parts, etc. to fix that radio, which will be I guess work on the vehicle technically. But what does this look like for Mercedes kind of gathering all these bits and pieces together?
Yeah, I think she found like a cardboard box that used to have fruit in it or something. And she's been, as everything comes in, she's been giving it a little label with maybe she found like oh, you know what? She found an eyeliner pen at some point and has just been using it as like uh, a wax crayon. And after she like pries out these non-functional battery components and uh, has sort of the bulk of this radio and the other bits and pieces she's been collecting, and she's sort of making sure that they all seem to be in more or less workable order. She will take the box and put it in the seat next to the little waving figure of Queen Elizabeth and say, all right, I mean, it's getting dark now, but maybe if we get some good light and a place where I can get some work done, I think I could, we could have music. Maybe. If anyone's playing music.
There's anybody still broadcasting. But,
yeah.
What if it's just like the emergency broadcasting system just constantly putting out the signal?
Mercedes looks
no
at
music.
Mercedes looks at the ukulele and looks at Walker.
I mean, we can switch the station. Maybe we can find something as we drive. I think someone's still making music out there. Can't imagine it's not.
It's happening right here. And Reese strums the ukulele and it's like, who fucked around with this?
It sounds better this way.
Okay.
Does Reese sound better plunking away at this thing now that it's tuned properly, or
no?
No. Does she even realize that this is tuned in now?
She knows that something was changed, but I don't think she understands that it's tuned.
Okay. Correct. Okay. Yeah, if this radio is only returning an emergency broadcast, everyone will be very sad for other reasons, obviously.
I don't know, maybe at some point Angie starts broadcasting from somewhere.
That's possible. Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Maybe she can find another instrument.
Yeah, that would be awesome. So yeah, that is all of those travel actions. Might be time for a detour. What do people want to find or do?
So we're determining what the detour is.
Yeah.
We know, well, we're trying to find some people here. Um, because we know that our supplies are going to give out here at some point. So I think start looking for signs of civilization, uh, such as it is, for signs of humans who are not, going to kill us and eat us.
Maybe just follow the ham radio to some place. Maybe it's
Yeah.
not the people who can help us. Maybe it's, but it could be some people who can point us in the direction of the people who can help us.
Absolutely. T, thoughts?
The only thing I can think of, and I don't know why this is where my brain keeps going, is sled dogs.
Ooh,
But I don't know if they run on ice.
I imagine that, I mean,
dogs are adaptable.
yeah, they are, but ice is still ice is ice.
My dog will run on ice. Well,
Hmm?
my dog will walk on ice, I guess.
Depends on the dog.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we can assume it is also snowing, right? It's
Yeah, okay.
So there's snow on
So
the ice.
when
then,
when it's
yeah,
weather appropriate. It's not
yeah.
like everything just froze
Mhm.
for no weather reason.
According to extremely reliable source Wikipedia, sled dogs have been used for hunting sea mammals on oceanic pack ice.
Oh, okay.
I
That makes
like it.
sense. Oh, and I remember that in the medieval times, I think they also used sled dogs to travel across frozen rivers.
Okay. See now the quirky part of my brain is seeing huskies with little ice skates on them.
Wow.
But that is probably less than realistic.
Mhm. Also, I
Uh,
don't really know if we can attach Steve,
Steve.
to sled dogs, but we can try.
Yeah, of course you can. I mean, you just hinge Steve up and
Yeah,
away you go.
yeah.
I'm not sure how many dogs it would take to
Mm.
pull a 4x4, but
Hmm.
yeah,
Once it's the problem would be more like to stop the car.
yeah. I mean, someone's gonna have to be in it with the brakes, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Which
And car brakes on ice still
yeah, yeah. You got
not
snow
easy.
chains, right? So
Not
I guess
easy.
it helps.
Yeah, snow
Uh,
chains, right. But that makes it harder for the dogs to pull the car.
yeah.
So let's maybe try if we can find someone with dogs that can be a guide or something.
Hmm?
That be?
Yeah. So and I probably know the answer to this already, who is going to find these people?
I'll try
Okay.
to search.
So, are you like ranging out ahead of the car, or like going to some population centers, or lying in wait on a path and waiting for someone to walk into your sniper scope? What is Ree's approach to this problem?
I think Sabine had suggested that we kind of like we're somehow using the ham radio. Maybe like we're picking up static from an area, even if it's not a transmission. which leads us to believe that there's some kind of thing happening there. And so we're using that generally, and then once we're in a position, I think that Ree will climb a little hill or whatever she needs to do in the snow, and then use the scope to have a look around down at what's happening. Ooh, I do have an important question though about Ree's um, rifle, which for some reason I think that I used up all the shots of last.
You use 2 of the 3 ammo by having 2 significant fights with it.
Where is that cat? Is that under inventory? Where it
Yeah,
says
so your
rifle?
rifle has
Okay.
1 tick. It
Okay.
started with 3, but you can see like what it started out with if you go
Got
to
it.
the equipment tab.
Perfect.
I suspect rifle will be underneath lookout, or maybe it's in the general. Yeah, it's in the general. So you can see it starts with 3
Okay.
uses.
All right. How do I refill those by using a supply?
Yeah, a supply will refill them. You
Okay.
can do that like when they go empty, right? You
Yep.
just say, "Oh,
Perfect.
here's a box that we pulled out of that bomb shelter or whatever it
Sounds
is,"
good.
which we haven't mentioned till now because it's blades in the dark inventory. Uh,
All right. So I'm going to spend a heroism because I really want to do
find
well
someone.
on
Okay,
this. So it's going to be 4 dice, I think.
4 dice.
Hey.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So I think um, pointed in the right direction by the kind of hammy signal. Um, you um, you find your way to this kind of let's say a hollow um, in the middle of a small copse of trees. And I think when you get closer, you can maybe hear someone on some kind of walkie-talkie or CB radio themselves. You can hear the crackling of a small fire. This is like, snowy, so I guess even in the woods, noise is traveling well. And you're, pretty sneaky. So you can see this lone middle-aged man in a woolly parka with some good equipment um, on a walkie-talkie, but is looking increasingly frustrated because is not getting any kind of response through.
So definitely going to kind of like skid down the mountain back to where I won't. Back to where Walker and Mercedes are. And and describe them. You said it was a middle-aged man, so I think
Yeah,
that she says there's this old guy in the woods by himself. He's got some pretty nice equipment, and he's got a walkie-talkie, but I think he's not like getting signal. Uh, but I think we should go talk to him. What do you folks think? He seems to be by himself. We have him by numbers.
Sadie's sort of stamping her feet to keep warm and rubbing her arms and say, I mean, it's the first person we've seen out here. Presumably he knows more about I don't know, whatever's happening than we do.
And we were looking for someone to help us with directions. So yeah, just go talk to him.
So Donna, we approach him in an obvious way so that we're kind of like making maximum noise so that he's not frightened.
yeah.
Um, and we're all going to be the boss. We I think that Ree will shout out at him and say, "Hey, old man."
Yeah, so I think he kind of turns around and maybe like you can see his hand resting on a weapon, maybe just a pistol that's kind of inside his jacket. I mean, for everyone else, he doesn't look that old. I mean, maybe he's in his mid to late 30s. Um, or maybe he looks a little bit older than that because he's tired, and in the apocalypse. But um, yeah,
It ages you.
so when you're being the boss, Mark, you are intimidating, controlling others, asserting dominance. You're not reaching a consensus, you're in control. Um, you think that's you
No,
say you're not sneaking up to cause fear, but
no.
essentially that is probably what you're doing, right?
I I did not mean to be the boss in that sense.
Oh, okay.
Just to make contact.
Okay.
I guess I was saying that we all are we don't have a face anymore, I guess. So
Yeah.
we're the three
Uh,
faces. That's our
uh,
gang name.
s-
But I mean, Mercedes has
yeah. Yeah.
boosted
Yeah.
up her talk it out, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, uh, I guess it's just when you say I'm being the boss. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you really want to roll that?
No, it's not.
But that
not
is
yet,
fair.
maybe.
Um, yeah. So Mercedes, what like when Ree says, "Hey, old guy," what is your uh opening gambit?
I think she'll notice him reaching for his weapon and step in front of Ree a little bit and hold her hands up and say, "Hey, we just want to talk. We don't want any trouble. Um, we're trying to, well, I mean, we're trying to get to the West Coast. I'm Mercedes." She looks at the others.
Hey, I'm Ree.
Walker.
Uh, I'm Dragov. He has a funny accent.
Did we hear about Dragov before at some point?
Uh, I do not believe so.
Okay. Sorry.
But if you if you want to troll the recordings,
Oh, no, 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 no.
you may be able to disprove me. Um,
Don't know why. So he has a little bit of an accent.
he does have a little bit of an accent, as in not American, not even Canadian. I hear you folks can tell the difference. Uh, so yeah, let's make a talk it out roll for Mercedes. See how how much of Ree's aggressive body language you can hide by stepping in front of her.
That's a 4.
Okay, that's not terrible. Um, so I think you know, uh, Dragov stands and kind of steps away from his little log seat, um, just so he doesn't like back over and trip into the fire. And he says, "You're heading to the west coast. Yeah, we can help.
Wait, really?
Yeah, we can take you there.
Great.
Yeah, it'll take a couple of days, maybe, to get things sorted. And yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just to be clear, we're talking about the west coast of the continent, not of the lake.
Oh, well, then no, I can't help you.
Huh.
I mean, first the one, then the other, right?
Obviously. Yeah, yeah. First one or the other. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Now, who's we exactly?
Uh, well, people call us the crossers because we cross the lakes.
Hmm.
Hmm,
It makes sense to me.
the
Okay.
crossers.
I mean, that's what we're looking to do, crossing the lake. So
So you folks, you just help everybody out who comes through.
Yeah, is this like a good Samaritan thing, or I mean, we've got some skills. If you have any sick sheep, help with that.
Uh, broken ships. We don't have broken ships. The ships don't go because of the ice.
uh no animals, sheep, you know.
Meh.
No,
Yeah, these ones.
Huh.
no, I don't have any sheep. And he pats his pockets. Like he still doesn't really understand.
Okay.
Um,
What how many of these crossers are you all?
uh, we're enough. We're enough.
Enough, okay. Well, I mean, what kind of payment do you need? I'm
Yeah,
assuming it's
payment
taken.
payment would be good. Yeah, payment would be definitely good.
Yeah, well, what would that look like exactly? I mean, we're kind of down on
Uh,
our luck if you can't tell.
What is down?
mm, well, some food, some gas. Uh, usual things that which pass for currency these days.
Hmm.
You don't have
We
a vehicle?
Yeah, we're not on food.
Okay, but you want to bring the car with you?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's probably be a bit more expensive, you know.
Huh.
whoa, we'll drive it. Drive the car.
Oh, sure, you say that. You say that. Yeah,
I think
never
that
quite
Reed
that easy.
looks back and forth between Mercedes and Walker, like, what's he talking about?
The lake is pretty dangerous,
What?
That that's why we're.
especially if you're in a car,
Mm.
How?
because
Like the ice will crack, or is there something else?
uh, I mean the ice might crack. You want to go in the right direction. Avoid a few places which are dangerous.
What? So, are there things out on the ice? Are there polar bears?
Uh, I
Then
don't
Reed
think
looks at
so. I don't think there
Mercedes.
are polar bears, but who knows?
I mean, there's been large scale ecological shift. I don't really know.
I mean, I assume you'd know because you're the one who's talking about the dangers, and polar bears would be a danger,
Oh,
right?
well, yeah, but I like they're not in my list of dangers, if you know what I mean. So
Oh,
maybe
I
maybe
don't know what you mean.
what's
What
on your
isn't
list?
well,
yeah.
I didn't bring up polar bears.
Okay, fair enough, but what's on your list, or are you not willing to
Well,
tell us?
I mean there's aliens out there, right?
Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck.
On the ice?
Yeah, yeah.
But okay.
I mean maybe on the shore,
Yeah, okay.
they hang out where we're near a couple of islands, right? But
I mean, is it war singers? What are you talking about?
oh, what kind of aliens are there. The kind of lobster guys for the most part. But there's
Okay.
some who are not lobster guys. There's, regular aliens, the kind of regular aliens. Yeah, I don't know what they call themselves.
Have we seen something that we would consider a regular alien as opposed to a
Lobster guy.
Well, I guess
lobster
the
guys are the worst
war
aliens, right?
singers look, when you freed those remnants, the war singers physically were the same as the regular guards, right? They just have extra
Mm.
bits and pieces
Mm.
in terms of equipment and abilities and stuff like that.
Mm.
They might also have extra bits and pieces. Um, so those are regular aliens, right?
Okay.
So far as aliens can be regular.
Mm.
Whereas the Ekikmak, the Ualani are definitely going large.
They're the lobster guys, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, but you know how to avoid these, I assume.
Yeah. Those are the dangers I am
Okay.
happy to avoid.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know how, right? Where to go without aliens.
Exactly.
Okay. Cool. So how do we do this if we say we want you to help us?
Okay. So we could go to where we're based,
Mhm.
and we could um, negotiate the price,
Mhm.
see what the timetable looks like, see when people are leaving.
Mhm.
If you want to um, bring that date forward, we can talk about that.
Mhm.
Listen, I don't do the negotiation.
Mhm. Okay.
I just kind of, try to help things along.
Mm. The Walker
Um,
looks at the others. Oh, yeah. And
yeah, I'm wondering, does someone want to, I guess, you've been talking to this guy a while. You kind of got out off on a relatively good foot, but I wonder if someone can, see how they feel about what he's telling you. Is it all on the level? Is he holding stuff back? I guess.
Yeah, someone can make a roll. I think that Re asks, you have problems with your radio?
Uh, yeah, I mean, it was working, but I was trying to talk to some people, and I don't know,
Did you kind of like try like kind of hitting it in your hand?
I'm familiar with the technique. It just, it doesn't always work like a TV.
Re looks at Mercedes.
I mean, is it broken or
No, I
like is the
mean,
problem with the people you're trying to connect with?
I am not sure. Uh, See, I would have said like my signal was being jammed, like someone was just like putting stuff out, but I don't know. I don't know. That doesn't sound very likely. So maybe there's something wrong at their end. I don't know. I don't know.
hmm.
Mercedes sort of half turns and says, maybe we could ask Roxanne for help.
I mean, I think we left Roxanne at the car, right? We are not
Oh,
coming
yeah.
up with an
No.
alien pet here. I don't
She's
know
having it out with Queen Elizabeth
what would
right
we
now.
roll to figure out if this guy's on the level. Donna, what kind of roll would we be looking for?
Nine trick.
Yeah.
9 Tria. I was afraid you'd say that.
Well, that is actually deceiving people or luring them
Hmm.
into your trap.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be happy with either talk it out or uh, be the boss. But if you
Okay.
want to lie and trick, like set a little conversational trap for him to catch him in a lie, you could also do that.
Nah, I
No,
think
yeah,
I think
let's try to
being the
keep
boss is easier for me at least.
it positive for a
Yeah.
while till we have
Uh,
to shoot him.
I mean,
Have
We,
to,
says the person with
have
the
to.
one gun we have. I mean, Mercedes has the most pips and talk it out, but I think she's also just kind of trusting. And I don't
yeah.
think she would think to see if this person was going to deceive her.
Well, in which case, I think Walker is like you're on the level, right, Dragov? Because if you're not, I don't like making threats. I really don't. So tell me you're on the level and we're fine, okay?
Okay, yeah. So,
I get one
uh,
die and I'm spending a heroism here
okay.
because, you know, um, am I protecting the others from danger while doing this?
They're not in danger, I guess, I would
Okay.
say.
Yes or no? I wasn't sure. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I would say no.
Okay.
They're not in danger.
Okay. Cool. I've got a 5.
Okay, yeah. So, uh, yeah, I think like this guy looks like he might have been a soldier, right? Just from the way he carries himself and talks and whatever else. And um, I think maybe he appreciates that you didn't, cut straight to threats. You just like said, I don't like making threats, which is, um, promissory note that you might have to kick his ass. Um, and he says, listen, I'll avoid the aliens if you want. They're not bad, actually. Some of them are bandits, but some of them are okay. I think here we're starting to find some common ground with them. But if I'm leading you, no, it doesn't matter who's leading you. You're paying to avoid dangers. No one's going to go near the aliens unless you specifically ask for it.
And does it seem like he's on the level or is he kind of shifty about the whole
Uh,
thing?
Seems more or less on the level, but obviously this situation is more complicated
Yeah,
uh, than you might have thought beforehand.
great. A lot of complicated situations. So, what am I thinking?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's I think if we're like huddled up having a little conversation amongst ourselves,
Yeah.
Reese says, I mean, if he seemed okay to you, we gotta get through here somehow. But if you can help us get through safely.
That was the cat, not you.
Yeah.
Mark, can you do me a favor? I know your character is whispering, but please don't whisper. I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. I will not.
Thank you. Yeah, okay. Sorry, T.
Oh, you're
Go
good.
ahead.
I think Mercedes kind of shrugs and says, I mean, if they've been talking with the Rack, I mean, that's kind of a good thing, right? It means they're willing to make friends. But the bandits is weird because I mean, we ran into soldiers, right? But that's not like, I don't know, robbery? I don't know. It's just weird. it's different, right?
Maybe they're broken off from the rest of the.
Yeah.
Like deserters?
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like. I mean, if we believe Langton, it sounds like things are not exactly in order as they had hoped when they got here.
I mean, I'm all for it. I don't know the way across the lake, and if we want to get back to your family, Ree, we kind of have to go this way now. Unless we want to go down and swing through the war zone that it seemed like none of us really wanted to.
No, well, I I think let's do it. Let's keep our guard up and just keep an eye on Dragov. And then I think that returns and kind of gives Dragov a smile and a nod, like, yeah, it's all good. We trust you.
And that does not put him at ease at all.
I think Mercedes sort of mutters. Plus, if they've made friends with the aliens, they're probably not going to kick up a stink about Roxanne.
Although we should probably think we should. Do you think we should tell him that we have Roxanne before he just sees it and tries to shoot her?
Yeah,
Because he,
be a good idea. I'm
Right.
looking at Mercedes.
Yeah, I think so. Um, hey, Dragov, uh, where we're going, could we drive there? Do you want a lift?
That would be handy. Yeah.
Um, and you'll be cool with our fourth friend, right?
You said there was someone called Roxanne.
Yeah.
Uh, sure.
She's and Mercedes rummages in her coat and pulls out one of her sketches and says, she's one of these ones.
A bird.
It's you can see Mercedes' eye begins to twitch, and she takes a deep breath and says, "You can call her a bird if it makes you feel better." Honestly, I'm not even sure of the sex. We're just going with her because we had to have something.
An alien bird. An alien thing that flies.
Yeah.
I guess you haven't
Um,
seen everything there, Mr. Dragov.
no, is that the sketch like actual size or yeah?
Oh, I've got one of these with and she rummages around again. And instead of just showing the size of the bird with her hand, she pulls out a scale sketch where she has like a little scale marker on it.
Hey, sure. I've sat with worse things in the back seat of a car. I should probably sit in the front though, if I'm guiding you. I don't like being a backseat director.
Fine.
Is that cool with you?
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
Well, unless there's something else we want from the scene, I'm cool with us just cutting to rumbling along in the car.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's take another break. So that is our detour. Let us go on to upkeep, which I think is just our, bookkeeping. I've added one to the caravan's noise because that is the rule for the region. I don't think the detour was particularly noisy. There was no shooting, fighting, anything alarming. So no extra noise. Fuel. You should burn 2 fuel for Steve. I will do it. Okay. You need to consume supply. So that is what? No passengers. I guess no, no. Technically, he is a passenger, but he is not a passenger in terms of the caravan, right? So that is one supply. Drive ticked off. And no one is hurt badly, so there's no worsening. And so that is the friendliest upkeep we have ever had. Is it? So we go back to travel. So you're making your way to the kind of crossers, headquarters, which I guess is some port or other on the kind of eastern end of Lake Superior. Is that like uh, So Marie or something like that? I don't know. Um, or maybe it's a little thing that barely passes as a port. Um, so yeah, you have the option of doing some more travel actions. Once again, I am tempted to say downtime. It's hardwired into my brain at the moment. So yeah, um, what what kind of things do you want to get up to on this car journey? I mean, you can continue to talk to Dragov, obviously, try to get some information out of him. Maybe he might even help. Um, but yeah, what are your 3 actions in mind?
I mean, we clearly need stuff to bribe these people with.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I mean,
And
bribe is
hey,
um,
I mean,
pay.
to pay these
Yeah.
people. Yes, okay, bribe is the wrong word. To pay these people with. So, is it possible to maybe figure out what they need before we do our travel
Oh.
actions, so we can maybe do a project of finding thingy that they really want?
Yeah, so I would say you're kind of, if you were paying them in supply or fuel, that is probably the
Mm-hmm.
best bet because
Mm-hmm.
everyone needs these things. They don't,
Yeah.
they're probably not looking for anything special.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, if they said we really need a CB radio,
Mm-hmm.
I guess that would be one thing. But
Mm-hmm.
other than that, yeah, supply or fuel are
Okay.
the currencies of choice.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
I guess
Do.
we could try to pay in side quest, but we don't know what the side quests would be yet.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
uh, if the next detour is going to be like the negotiation
Mm-hmm.
for the price,
Mm-hmm.
basically,
Ah, I see.
um, uh,
Mm-hmm.
that could send you on a side quest if you feel like the price and supply is too much for you.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah. What about our the project we did, make contact through the ham radio? We don't need to do that anymore, right? We already have made contact through Drago.
yeah.
I
So
mean,
when you were like pitching it, you weren't being explicitly trying to contact the crossers. That was
Mm-hmm.
maybe in your mind, but you were saying,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, we can contact people who
Mm-hmm.
might be able to help us." So that could be people
Okay.
in the next region.
Mm-hmm.
That could be the aliens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who
Okay.
are maybe friendly,
Mhm.
maybe bandits. Who knows?
Okay, so we
Um,
keep that in our back pocket.
yeah, so I
Okay.
think you can probably decide when you fill that clock who you want
Mm-hmm.
to be making contact
Mm-hmm.
with, right?
Okay, cool.
Unless it's two failures and I tick that last box and I tell you how bad it is, you know.
Oh, oh, it's interesting.
So I'm hearing we do need to still fill the clock, and we also need supplies so that we have some bargaining chips. Is that inaccurate?
Um, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say need to fill the clock. You can fill that clock in order to contact someone. You know, it doesn't have to necessarily be the crossers. Um, and then you need to repair the radio now that you've
Yeah,
collected
now that we got the
the
part.
Mhm.
parts for it. Now
Yeah.
there probably is a need, right? And then
For
yeah,
some of us.
finding supplies. But you know, maybe you uh, see how the dice
Yeah.
behave, right?
Yeah. I mean, we do need supplies for ourselves and the negotiations, so having a good amount might make sense.
And as we go west, it's going to be less and less populated.
You're right. It's true. That might not be the worst thing, but yeah. So should we start with resupplying?
Yeah, okay. So I guess you're mostly back on land here if you've crossed Lake
Mhm.
Huron and are making your
Mhm.
way to the kind of eastern shore of Lake Superior. Um, do you know what that means? Towns, or maybe in the all of these, you know, little waterways and canals and whatever else, you might find some ships that you could try boarding. You know, whatever. I shouldn't say float your boat, but whatever seems appropriate.
There's still. Um, yeah. So we're going to do some resupply. Some resupply.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
So yeah, who's gonna lead the way on this one? You can all be doing different things, of course.
I think maybe there is a cargo ship that partially ran aground when everything fell apart. It is now partially encased in ice. And I think that Ari is going to board that ship, which is at a precarious angle to the shore there, and have a search around, see if she can find anything.
Okay. Search and survey as usual, right?
I know. Feel like such a coward just rolling that same thing all the time.
Specialist.
Spam that
Specialist.
key, you know, button combo, right?
Ah, all
I
right.
mean, listen, you can be the boss and force some people to give you some supply if you want. You can sneak into a camp, steal their stuff. You know, I don't, whatever you want.
I think that when we next see Ree, she's soaking wet. Because while she was trying to get her hands on this supply item, on she slipped on the floor inside this cargo ship and crashed through some kind of thin ice that was there, um, and was able to pull herself back out and grab it, but she is shivering, shuddering when she walks up to uh, well, back to the camp, I guess. Such as it is.
Well, Dragov isn't impressed. That's not good. We need to, unless you want to die, we should like warm you up, right?
Yeah, right.
Maybe your friends can help. I'll start a fire.
I think Mercedes is hurriedly rummaging through her bags and pulling out her last pair of clean clothes, and it's like you get in the car and change.
Okay. And yeah, so she gets into the car and is trying to peel off these wet clothes and get into Mercedes' clothes.
Do you think Ria's taller or shorter than Mercedes?
I think shorter. Actually, I don't know how tall Mercedes is, but I assumed Rhea was shortish.
Hmm.
Does she have a jumpsuit in there? Like a pair of overall or coveralls?
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah, I
like
think
in
she
the
does.
picture? Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think that if those are clean, then Rhea is going to be wearing those, and she has to roll the sleeves up a little bit. If she lets the cuffs go all the way down, they kind of cover her hands. Um, but yeah, she manages to get warmed up, and thank you. Um, thanks, Mercedes. That was really cold.
And I think she is chafing your hands to get blood back into them, and is like pinching the skin to check your circulation, and says, "What were you thinking?"
And it's just slipped. But look what I got. And she has she has like one of those hard cooler like lunch box things with the sliding top. Um, and inside is something that is something we could use. I don't know what it is yet.
Fishing tackle, sounds like.
It could be.
Hygiene stuff.
Yeah.
Wormsicle.
Yeah. Look, there's deodorants.
Yeah, I mean, useful supply, right?
Yeah.
Um, okay. You're so close to a crit there, Mark, it was
I know.
so close.
I mean,
Yeah. So yeah, Dragov like makes up a fire. He seems a dab hand at it. He doesn't even like I think he has like a little plastic bottle of fuel which he kind of uses just to get it going, but he's not like dousing fuel on it. He is pretty efficient at making a fire. Um, yeah, and what I think Mercedes, what were you thinking? Gets a kind of nod of approval from him.
I mean,
Yeah.
we need supplies, but we need you more. You gotta be careful, okay?
Okay. Just an accident.
Listen to your mother. Listen to Jesus.
Reed
Oh
looks
wow.
up at
Wow.
Reed looks, it's like
Or your bigger sister, or whatever. He said backs away from this terrible faux pas. But
I know I know when you get a certain age, everybody you can't understand how old people are when like you're an old person. So I understand, Dragov.
okay. Sabine, does Walker wanna go out and find some
Yeah, I think
stuff?
during this whole accident thing, Walker was also not present, but was like, I think he was, yeah, looking at vehicles again, because I'm also a coward and I'm also using my best stat for this because we need this stuff, right?
Yeah. Uh,
Oh, I'm going with drive here.
Okay.
Language dice. I'm using the correct name. Come on. There we go.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I think it takes Walker a while to get back from wherever he was going. I think he was looking at cars and he got a little distracted maybe on the road, and maybe got a little turned around due to the fog. So he's pretty late when he comes back, but he's carrying I think he's carrying one of these jerry ring can thingies where you put fuel in. I think that's what he got. Or did he get food? I don't know. Oh, I got an idea. Yeah, I think he found a car, and while it was not fuel, there was in the trunk he found a lot of a lot of stuff, and some of that stuff was definitely useful. Maybe even some clothes, right? And when he comes back, he really appreciates that there is a fire going. He didn't fall into a lake, but he's still cold because, as I said, got turned around. I think he only got back because he managed to harmonize with Roxanne.
Okay, yeah.
Does Roxanne perch on the steering wheel while you're driving now?
Yeah, maybe if she wants to, sure. And I think maybe she got a little agitated when he kind of contacted her. He was making these chirpy noises until he actually comes back. And I think he'll say something like this damn fog got a little turn around. So
Yeah. How about Mercedes? What are you getting up to?
Yeah, I think especially with you know, at risk for hypothermia, she is not going to leave her on her own. So I think she's talking to Dragov and trying to get more information on, um, you know, do you know if there's any place like, I don't know, like a trailer park or something nearby where like there's stuff that we could fit in the car, but it would be hard to carry on foot?
Um, so I wonder, I mean, yeah, I think this is like a talk it out.
Yeah.
You're trying to convince him to give up like a stash or something useful he knows, but if he's doing most of his journeying on foot, which seems to be what he's doing right now, then maybe, he doesn't want to carry it around. So yeah, I guess it depends what you roll. Um, so
Let's
yeah,
find out.
why not? Yeah.
A one and a three.
Okay. Not so much, I guess. Um, yeah, I mean, listen, we've gone over all of this stuff before. Um, there's anything we know about we brought in. So no, not really. Uh, I guess the most useful, I mean, like they're trailer parks, right? They're not even good for sleeping in. They're so cold.
So cold up here. I mean, did you
Um,
like grow up with weather like this? How can you deal with it?
I guess you get used to it. Why, where are you from? You're not from around the
Mm-mm.
lakes?
No, no, I'm from North Carolina originally.
Okay. Um, and I think you're kind of talking about this, and maybe like he starts to talk about where he's from, but I think you're like shivering beside the fire, and you can kind of see past them. You see some alien silhouettes kind of passing by in the woods. And one of them definitely kind of looks over towards you. You can kind of see like you can kind of feel something touch you, like some kind of harmonic laser sight, if you know what I'm talking about.
So when sees that, she like gets down on the ground right away and she says, "They've got laser sights on us. Get down, get down."
Mercedes, what do you do?
Hmm. Does she think Ree is delirious?
I mean, I guess you look over and you don't see anything, and Dragov kind of maybe goes to his knee, and the pistol comes up way too fast for your liking. And he's looking kind of around the car to see what he sees, but you don't see anything. I think like they're gone, right? As soon as you feel that harmonic sight touch you.
Ree, there's nothing there.
I, I swear I saw it. It was like a laser sight was on me.
I think she'll lean in and sort of like open your eye and turn your face towards the fire and be like, when you when you fell in the water, did you hit your head?
Um, I don't think I did. I don't remember.
If she doesn't remember, she probably hit her head.
Yeah. Yeah, Mercedes seems concerned. Uh, and I don't know that there's anything else necessarily I want from the scene right now.
Yeah, yeah. Um, okay. How calm does Ree get before kind of the next uh travel option starts? Is she jittery? Is she paranoid? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I think slightly paranoid at least. I think that she considers herself the lookout for the group, and I think that she thinks that she did see it, and Mercedes and Dragov just did not because Ree has better eyes.
This group?
And she says to Dragov, um, "Do you? If we see aliens around here, uh, are are they your friends? I mean, are they enemies? You said you had some friends, right? With them, some that are okay."
And I think he looks over at Mercedes like, are we indulging this little girl?
All
Um,
right, old man.
and he said, well, if they were armed and they had you at their mercy and they didn't shoot you, then they must be our friends.
Returns kind of in the car. and says, Walker, I know what I saw. I saw. I saw them.
I think Walker wasn't there during this whole. He was still walking, and he might come back right now and say, "Who was there? What did you see?"
I saw aliens walking through the forest up
Okay.
ahead, and one
Mm,
of them aimed some kind a weapon at me, and it had
okay.
like a laser finder on it, and it
Okay.
was on me.
But didn't he didn't attack you? Well, they didn't attack you.
No, I don't know
Okay.
why. Maybe they're
Mm,
waiting. I don't
mm,
know. Maybe they just want me to be scared.
I don't know. Um, did uh Roxanne do anything? Did she react?
She's with you, wasn't she?
No, she wasn't with me. I don't take Roxanne into the cold. Come on. No, she was
Um,
here. She helped me come back, find my way back when I got lost. But
Yeah, I think in that case, Roxanne was, like sunning herself in front of the fire, right?
yeah,
It's like, finally, some warmth.
very reasonable. And do you have soap here, please?
Sorry?
Do you have? I mean, did they make some soap or anything? Soup, not soap. Soup. While I was gone, and when I'm coming back, maybe I can have something warm. You know, besides the fire.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some supplies that are being, destroyed from a culinary point of view in a pot over a fire. So yeah, you get two out of that resupply. So I don't know whether you want to put one in each fuel and supply, or
I mean, we need more fuel than we need supplies, right?
yeah, yeah,
And we also can go again because we do still have two travel
yeah,
extras left, right?
yeah.
Okay. And we want once to spend one to repair the radio, and then maybe we can spend the other one to again try to find some supplies.
Okay. So let me just blank repair the radio in terms of collecting car parts and just replace it with repair the radio.
I was
Mhm.
just about to ask about
Oh,
segments. So I think you have answered my question preemptively.
yeah. Four seems fair for repairing the radio. Um, I guess it is something you get immediate feedback on when you're doing the
Mhm.
repairs, right?
Mhm.
Um, so yeah. Uh, so this is a working on the vehicle, which I guess is uh, da, 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 is a rig and repair. There's no other way to fix the or to do your modification or repair clock. So yeah, let's do rig and repair.
Uh, and I think Mercedes is and I think it is extremely transparent to read. So I leave it up to you how you react to this. But she has asked for help for you, like to keep track of things and hand her things as she asks for them, because she wants to keep an eye on you.
Sounds good. I think that Ree is oblivious to this. She thinks that you're just hmm, she's a little bit annoyed that she has to help you because she'd rather be doing something else. um, but yeah, I don't think she twigs to the fact that she's being monitored. So she helps, but in a very like put out teenage way, I guess.
Mhm, mhm. I'm gonna spend a heroism to roll for something fairly low stakes.
Okay.
One success.
Okay. So, oh, so that's a 6. Right?
Oh,
I'm
yes,
reading
it
that right?
is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so that is 2 ticks on the box.
All
Okay.
right. Uh,
And I guess my real question is, does Ree know her, quarter-inch wrench from her?
Sorry, I was muted. So yeah, she's like, which one is Phillips again? Is it this
that
one?
one.
Okay, I thought. Hmm, why don't? What do they call that one? Who's Phillips?
Uh, I don't know. If you're having trouble, and she'll fish out her eyeliner pen that's been half used and says, "You can just write the names of the tools on the tools you can remember."
Okay, cool. All right.
Did
Uh,
you? I mean, you're pretty young. Did you have like shop in high school or anything?
uh,
Or do you like
n-
robotics club?
mm, nope. Um, I didn't have shop. We had a robotics club, but it was all just like Lego robots. So it wasn't like, the big ones.
What about in college? What were you studying?
Um, I'm trying to remember what she had, what we had decided. I think that she was undecided, which makes sense. I wish I had it in my notes. Yeah. She said, I was still trying to figure it out, I guess, but I mean, I didn't have like tools 101 or whatever.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I guess a
How,
lot of what I learned was from like, farmers and stuff, and you go out and your truck breaks down and they won't let you leave until you show them you know how to change the spark plug or whatever.
that's really weird. Why would they want that? They're just
Well, I
there to like
mean,
help their animals, right?
yeah, I don't know. I guess people get lonely and uh I gotta tell you, if I had a nickel for every time someone said I reminded them of their daughter or their granddaughter who left for college and never came back, I would have, probably enough for coffee.
I see. So just like a lot of lonely people
Mm,
taught you how to do this stuff.
I mean, can't say I'm not grateful.
It's kind of sad.
She shrugs. I held out her hand for a tool, and I think I'm good to cut it there.
Okay. Um, yeah, let's see. Maybe we can do our third travel action and then wrap up, just to leave it at a nice place, or at least a organizationally efficient place. Um, so do you want to go again for resupply, or do you want to do something with the ham radio, or what are you thinking?
I mean, resupply makes the most sense, right? Because we need to pay these people for our crossing, and I don't think we can get supplies any other way.
Yep. And sorry, just to confirm, I put 2
Mm.
fuel in for the last
Yeah,
resupply. That was okay.
yes,
Okay.
that was what we got.
Okay.
2 6s.
Um, so, uh, so I guess you've gone to all the obvious places, or maybe some of the inobvious places
Mm.
in this on this route. What are you trying next? Um, let's say Ree is kind of not shivering anymore, right? Some time has passed, so you're not teetering on the edge of what Mercedes imagines to be hypothermia anymore. Ice fishing, yeah. What could possibly go wrong? I mean, if that was a fishing tackle box, right? That's sustainable, right?
I mean, maybe we can go back to the container ship, but just maybe two people instead of one.
Yeah. See what's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they usually have you will usually have some smaller boats that they will use in an emergency. They might have fuel there
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe
or
there's also
supplies.
maybe there's a container
Yeah.
that
It has
uh
flat screen TVs in it,
Mm-hmm.
that Ree couldn't get into, but maybe somebody who knew how to.
I mean, if it was a container, depending on where it got dumped, it might have floated.
Yeah.
And maybe as we're driving
So,
along the shore, we see a container from the ship.
Mm-hmm.
ooh, yeah, and
Yeah.
a boat makes
Mm-hmm.
sense too, like a rubber dinghy or something,
Mm-hmm.
some kind of emergency. I
Yeah.
guess they're much more complicated now, but um, that had blown up and collapsed on the shore at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Those are both worth searching.
Yeah. Just maybe keep together a little and closer and not get lost or fall in lake.
If we're all together in
You
Steve,
pick
then
random examples.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, can you drive us closer so we don't have to walk as far?
Absolutely, I can. I hope. Walker doesn't say I hope. Absolutely, I can.
So I guess the question is, how are you, uh, if it's, an overboard container or maybe that ship again or something else, how are
feels like
you?
a rig and repair to open up that container for
Mm.
somebody who's not me.
Feels
Sure,
like a drive to
let's.
get close to get the person
Yeah.
close enough.
Oh,
Okay,
brilliant.
okay.
I love these.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh,
Wait, does everybody roll? I can't remember.
Yeah,
so
Oh,
three
everybody
okay.
three
rolls.
people roll, which is
Mm-hmm.
everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So yeah.
I'll look around and point out
Mm-hmm.
there's the
Yeah.
container, which it's obviously there, you know.
Yeah, I
Point
think
us.
maybe Mercedes doesn't, will try to suggest that you stay in the car and keep watch.
Okay. All right.
So that we don't fall in the lake.
You know, it was one time and it was because it was slippery. And I got this
I'm not
This
saying
lunchbox.
not
Oh,
saying you did wrong. Just saying we don't want to have anyone to let somebody else fall in the lake for a change. Okay.
oh, don't fall in the lake, you guys. It's
Okay.
super cold.
I imagine. Can imagine.
So yeah, let's get rolls and see how we get on.
I'll do the drive. Let's see how close we get.
Guess there's no crit. Doggone it.
Wow, you've rolled really
I
well.
know it's ridiculous. I really
Wow.
rolled well today.
Nope, nope, but you're the
Only
only
you
one who
rolled
rolled
well.
well. You're the only one who rolled well.
So okay, so like you get close to this thing, but
Mhm.
maybe it's not a great position. Maybe this container is, underneath all the ice, freezing it shut. It's also rusted shut.
Mhm.
Um, but Ree, how do you like save the day? What do you find this despite uh the others holding you back?
That's a really good question. Oh, I think she sees. from the car, that along with the emergency life raft, there was like a floating emergency provisions
Oh.
box or something that had washed up farther down, but was covered by, it was encrusted in ice. And I'm like, fuck this ice. And so I went over and just shot all the ice off the container.
Mhm.
Okay. Um, finally, someone said it. Uh, um, okay, so two supply, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want to go like supply and maybe the fuel from the for the outboard engine and the
Sure.
in the raft or whatever it is, right?
T and Sabine, what do you guys think? Should we go 50-50 on fuel and supply?
Where are we? What's fuel and
You're at
Five
supply?
fuel,
five
four
fuel,
supply.
four. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we can still go 1 and 1, maybe.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, that works. So let us. We'll go to our detour next week.
Mhm.
Maybe
Okay.
that is the negotiations. Maybe that's the negotiations leading directly into a side quest. Who knows?
Mhm.
But yeah. Let's stop the recording and we will do our debrief.